Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from yourblackworld.com, and today I definitely talk to you with a heavy heart. In fact, it's hard for me to talk about it without kind of getting a little bit choked up. I lost Donald Couch, who was my older brother slash uncle. He was technically an uncle, but he was like an older brother to me. We were 8 years apart, and I think about the life that we had together, and to be honest with you, it wasn't a good life in the sense that it was a source of a lot of disappointment for me. A lot of the hopes and dreams that I had for our relationship as brothers just never really came to pass. It was kind of one disappointing experience after another, and a lot of that was because Donald was a typical black man. When I say typical, I mean typical in the bad way, in the sense of many of us have that uncle in our family who just can't get it together, who is kind of stumbling and struggling along, and we know that a lot of that comes from the legacy of racism, where there's kind of a hopelessness, where you're an adult man, you don't have an education, white folks aren't going to let you get anywhere in life, so you kind of medicate yourself with alcohol and drugs or whatever, or illegal activity, get involved in all kinds of silly things, and next thing you know, you die young. And I just wanted to take this as an opportunity to share with you some quick thoughts that I have. This kind of came from my book, What If George Bush Were a Black Man? And I think it's kind of, in a way, a recipe for those who have black men in their lives that they want to see those young black boys grow up and become successful. I'm talking primarily to parents of black boys, but also if you got that teenager or that grown man, it's never too late for him either. But here are some things that I believe you can do to protect your black male son from some of the struggles that could likely exist in his future if he's not careful. Number one, keep him away from drugs and alcohol. Educate him very early about about the dangers of alcohol abuse, drug abuse, even marijuana. Because you see in hip hop, there's a huge culture that promotes the consumption of drugs and alcohol, and you see how many black men become alcoholics, how many of them get caught up in drug related situations. And my argument, at least this is the path I've taken in my life, is I've just stayed away from it altogether, because when you're out high and drunk, almost nothing good comes out of that situation. Number two, teach them sexual responsibility and sexual consequences. For men, a lot of times we are encouraged to believe that anytime a pretty girl wants to have sex with you, you should have sex with her back. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that you should be sexually intelligent and responsible, and you can enjoy sex, live your life, whatever the case may be, but you should always wear condoms. You should always be selective about your partners. You should always understand that when a child is born, that there's responsibility there, that you can't just pop up and just pack your stuff and run away. You are that child's daddy. You need to be there. If you're not there, that's a serious problem. Number three, get an education. Unfortunately, so many black men, we encourage one another now, because again, this all comes from racism and economic disparity, educational inequality, but we are perpetuating it by not encouraging one another to pursue education. And education really is the dividing line between those who are successful and those who are not. Get on that black boy, put him in after school programs, make sure he gets an education. Do not let him fall off that track. You stay on his butt no matter what, because you might be his last line of defense between a successful life and all this ignorance out here. Next, teach him to be a leader and not a follower. Sometimes you have to be a leader because you got to rise up above the situations that are around you. You got to be able to rise above the mentality of those around you who are listening to rappers, who are telling them to destroy themselves and make bad decisions. Well, you need to have a boy that's strong enough to say, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not who I am. I'm a leader. You need to follow me. That's very important. Next, I would recommend getting good, positive male role models in the life of your child, so they can learn how to be a man from a real man and not one of these fake men that they see on TV. Next, occupy that boy's time. Keep him busy. Keep him in after-school programs. Keep him out off the streets. Don't let him run around here hanging with Pookie and them, because I can tell you Pookie and them's going to bring nothing but trouble to your doorstep. So those are some thoughts that I have. There's a 5-minute time limit on the video, so I got to run up out of here. But we can do better, and we can do better for our boys. So let's get it done. So until we meet again, please stay strong, be blessed, and be educated. I am gone. Peace.